Hey folks, well, it's Sunday again, and the sun is getting ready to set behind me directly. I'm looking east. The birds were just singing until I brought the camera out. And I thought, man, what a great way to put the day to bed. There's some frogs over there. It's just nice here, man. It really is. I think it's around 70 degrees or something like that. Everything just looks real pretty. So, for my dinner tonight, I will be making just regular old hot dogs on the grill. And I'd say they're probably done. Wish I had some chili sauce or just regular old dill relish to put on there. I don't like sweet relish. I like dill relish. Yeah, I'd say those guys are done. Better get them off there. That'll do, pig. That'll do. So I really wish you folks could smell this right here. This is lilac. And it is very strong. The smell is, I don't know, it kind of puts me in the mind of heaven. Living out in the woods and all the green, the sun peeking through the leaves. And smelling this. This is this is beautiful. There's no other place I'd rather be right now than right here smelling this. And something else kind of cool that I like to kind of take a moment and look at every year. These are the first leaves that's come out on this lilac bush, and here's some buckeyes. Right there's something already chewed on that one or smacked it or whatever. Brand new baby leaves. First of the year. They're perfect. Well, not that guy. That guy's been chewed on or whatever, but or that guy. Something's already got him. Look at that. Bugs are already doing something. Here's some of my favorite things of spring. Violets. Just pick them out there and you can eat them. And they're really good. Just gotta watch out for like dog pee and stuff. You can eat dandelions too. They're kind of bitter. I really don't care for them that much. When they're real young, you can eat the center out of them. You can eat the roots, and you can eat the leaves too. I think. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on the leaves. Pretty sure you can. But I know you can eat the flowers and the roots. They're just too bitter for me. So the other day I did put up an HF beam. It's a Yagi type 3 elements HF antenna. And I bought it for 10 meter, but in order to use it for 10 meter you have to trim it, of course. It does have a gamma match right there. Haven't tuned anything, just put it together. Haven't trimmed anything for 10 meter. And I'm running LMR 400 coax to it. That's what I'm feeding with, and you can see it's quite an angle. I don't have enough. I have to put this up on the old flagpole here. Without trimming it, without doing anything other than just putting it together, I cannot get 10 meter. I can't tune using a tuner. I can't get to 10 meter with it. I can, however, get 12, 15, and I think 17, something like that. And 80. Believe it or not, I can beam 80 meters on this, and my SWR is standing good. That's pretty cool. I kind of like it. The funny thing, when I bought it, it was in a box that was that long, because everything breaks down and nothing's longer than that section of the beam right there. There's two sections. The mast there, I guess. Nothing was longer than that, and it was in a box, and I brought it off my porch into my living room and thought, hey, I'm going to put this thing together. But kind of wasn't really thinking of how big this thing is going to be, and it is enormous. It is huge. So anyway, I will eventually be putting up a tower of some sort and putting this guy on top of it. So the 20 meter Alpha Delta is still doing pretty good. It still works pretty good. I think you can see the egg. Yeah, right there. There's the egg. And then, of course, there's a feed point up here somewhere. I can't even see it. It's right, yeah, there it is. There's a feed point. Whoops, where are we at? There it is. That's a feed point for the 20 meter. That will also tune to 10 meter. That's a resonant of 10. Above that, if it'll even pick it up, where are we at? Way up here somewhere. I can't, nothing's focusing, of course. There. I bought, don't laugh at me, but I bought a G5 RV. I was going to use it for like a roll-up backpack HF antenna, and I thought maybe I'd be able to tune 160 on it, and I did throw it up in the tree. There. It's got the, was that 300 ohm ladder line coming off of it, and I cannot hold this thing still. That works real good the way it is, except that it's in a 90-degree configuration. As to say, it comes this way as one leg, and the other leg goes that way. So it does not, I cannot tune it to 160 where it's at. You know, whatever. That actually works better on 40 and 20 than the Alpha Delta. And you know what, it's not very expensive. I think it was like 50 bucks or something. So I'm just gonna leave it up there and see how it acts. It runs way down, and I can't even follow the line. Somewhere way down there-ish, somewhere where it's tied. And then it's tied into the top of the tree over here somewhere, just up there. Well, that's about it with the ham stuff for now. Guys, as I was walking out of the front yard, I walked past this and forgot all about it. This is white lilac, and this smells just as good as the purple. Absolutely amazing. The lilac, when the honeysuckle comes out later, is also very good. The flock, wild flock right now, is something that smells really good. It's real kind of a peaceful smell. Really kind of clears your mind, or my mind anyway, when I smell it. Just love this time of year right here. Well, I thought I was done talking about ham radio stuff, but I picked up a really cool headset and mic that I've been using for HF, and this thing is awesome. I had to buy an adapter to use it on my ICOM, where I have a trigger when I can transmit and then listen and use the mic that's with it instead of using the handset. Everything's all flopped around here, but these feel very comfortable, and I've wore these for several hours at a time. They're super awesome. They're really cool, and it has a, if I can get it untangled, a polarization or phase shift, I guess, in and out, whatever. What all that does is when you're listening, if you're on out, it sounds like someone is in front of you talking. If you have it on in, it sounds like somebody is behind you talking. And you wouldn't really think that would work much or make much of a difference, but when you get those very weak stations, you can actually kind of bring them up a little bit by manipulating that switch. Really awesome. Love this. Recommend this to anybody that's a ham radio operator, even on 2 meter. You know, if you're a technician and you're primarily on 2 meter, which, you know, not all technicians are. A lot of them go to 10. If 10 was a little bit better, it'd be nicer. 10 kind of sucks right now. But, yeah, for that, these things are awesome. They're kind of expensive. I think I paid close to $200 for the whole setup with the trigger and the adapter for the radio and the headset. So, I mean, you know, it's not a necessity. You can still use your onboard microphone or speaker and your just regular old hand mic, whatever. But these are, I am very glad I made the investment to get these guys. These things are awesome. ProSet Elite is what it is. I think there's a couple models above this that are just a little bit better. And I think they have like a hard side. These are hard, but it has like a cloth squishy thing that goes over. And these are over the ear microphone or headphones. They're pretty cool. I really love them. So I did break down and buy the extra class license manual. I'm only a general right now. It's technician, general, and then extra. I think it even said, yeah, right there. Level 1 technician, level 2 general, and level 3 is amateur extra. This will help me study for the the extra class. And really the only difference that I've seen from being a general to an extra is, one, you can have a specific call sign that generals and technicians cannot. Two, you get a little more wiggle room on specific bands. Like 40 meter, you can drop down a little bit lower on phone. Phone is voice, and 20 meter and most of the bands, except 160, it's pretty much good for all the way through for a general. But and another thing with extra is you can become a VE, which is a voluntary examiner. That means you can give you can examine the tests from other hams that are coming in who are general and extra and technician. As a general, right now, I can only examine technicians if I was a VE. I'm not a VE. I'm not. I don't know that I ever will. And really, thinking about it, for all the headache and the stress that goes into reading this giant manual, I don't really know that it's worth it just to get that little tiny bit of wiggle room or that specific call sign. My call sign is KE8HSW. That's called a 2x3 KE, and then 8 is my number from where I'm located, 8 in this zone. HSW would be the 3. KE 8 HSW 2x3. With an extra, you can get a like a 1x2 or a 2x1 or something like that. So it'd be K8 SW if I wanted it that, or you can get a vanity. When you're an extra, you can get a vanity when you're a technician if you want, but you can't get like a 1x2 or something. So that would really be the only incentive to actually go into the extra. Getting that little wiggle room on specific bands where you have more privileges that generals and technicians can't do, and a call sign, and being a VE of all class if you wanted that. But that's not really a big thing for me. I just kind of want to do it so that I can say that I'll never have to take another test again, as long as I keep my licenses up and never let them lapse. I should be able to do it. And there's gobs of things in here that are just insane. But when I got the technician manual, it looked kind of insane to me too. So maybe I'll get through this. I got until, where are we at? 2020, June 30th, 2020 to do this. So it's May of 2018. I've got 2 years to study. I'm not in a huge hurry to get it done, but I don't know. I'll probably work on it whenever I get time. Whenever I'm laid off, I guess I'll give it a shot. So the solar panels are doing pretty good up there on the van. 200 watts, I guess, is probably enough. That thing looks really rusted in the viewfinder. Whatever, there's like mold and other stuff up there too, mildew and whatever. 200 watts is doing me okay. Now, of course, like deep dark December and January, I'm sure that might not be quite enough. And I still do plan on putting 200 watts more on this, a total of 400, just to have it. And as long as I can keep them not all the way in the back, like one here and then maybe another one up here, to where it's not all the way to the front, where you're not really going to see it easily. Plus, I'd like to put a vent in this thing somewhere, sometime, and a chimney. I want to put that little cubic mini wood stove thing in here someday. I think I remedied my problem with my curtain rods. Actually, I bent the crap out of this one. I was up on top of hanging on to this the other day, looking at the panels, making sure there wasn't dust and stuff, and just seeing that they're on there. I gave them a good shake and made sure they weren't rattling and coming loose or something. But when I come down, I went to reach inside to kind of steady myself, and I grabbed the rod and bent the crap out of this one. But I did take the dumb magnets, let's see where we at, the magnets, and popped them off and put epoxy on them and stuck them back and let them set overnight. They haven't fell down yet. I don't know if they're going to. They probably will. Those magnets just suck. And this guy isn't even making full contact up there. Well, that's probably one of the reasons. But even the ones that are making full contact, you can see that. Man, I got crap on my lens. Yeah, they just spell off, but I can bang on them pretty good, and they're not coming down. So the curtains are relatively stable, and I'm liking that a lot. So, yeah. Anyway, back to work tomorrow. The Monday thing. They wanted us to work the weekend Saturday, and they were taking volunteers, and I did not volunteer. I thought it'd be nice to have a nice calm weekend with my little guy and enjoy that. So I don't know if they're going to make us do that next week or not. I'm kind of hoping not, but we'll see. So before I close this out, I want to show you guys this. I made another little wooden shelf out of oak. This is red oak. I bought a router table off one of my buddies that I work with, and I used it the first time today, making some other things, and I have some scrap left over, so I decided to throw a little shelf together, and it is in the van, so I'm going to take this to work and give it to my buddy that I bought it off of. Now, I didn't get all the glue out, I didn't sand anything after it was stuck together. I didn't finish it, kind of leave that up to him, but I think that's kind of a nice gesture to, to kind of say thank you for selling me the router table. I could have went and bought one, but he had one, he wanted to sell it, so I'd rather give my money to an individual than to a large company, I guess. So anyway, that's that. So, yep, day's done. Sun's starting to go down. I gotta do the nighttime ritual crap of the Sunday thing and get ready for the work tomorrow. Probably gonna be a long week. So, well, anyway, everybody, thanks for watching. Really appreciate it, and all the comments. And I apologize for not getting back to people on the comments yet. Just this whole work thing is tough. There's a lot of cool questions that I just don't have time to answer. I have enough time to shoot videos, edit it, and then click upload, and then go to work. I will try to make time this week to answer all those questions and stuff. Please keep asking. It's really cool questions. Kind of keeps me sharp, especially about the ham radio stuff like that. I really like that. For example, what feller asked, was that yesterday or something, or a couple days ago, what the gain was on my roll-up 2-meter Slim Jim, and I honestly have no idea. I completely forgot all about that, so I don't know. I'll have to look it up. I think it's like 7-to-1 or something. DBD, not DBI, which is better than DBI, so something like that. But anyway, that 2-meter roll-up Slim Jim works spectacularly awesome. Surprisingly good. But yeah, there's a lot of other questions, and again, I'm sorry I haven't got back to you yet. I will. But for now, I hope everybody had a good Sunday, and I hope their week ahead is good and all that other good stuff. And I'll leave you with a cool shot of looking into the deep dark woods right there. That is heaven to me. Okay, folks, have a good one. Thanks for watching.